Happy birthday to you, because it is the third anniversary of Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. My name is Pete Johns, and just as we've done for the last count 'em, 3 years, we are here playing your best independent music, and we do it all each and every week thanks to these fine folks right here, which is DistroKid. If you're an independent artist, I've been saying it for over 2 years now, but you want to check out DistroKid. You can release your music, an unlimited amount of EPs, albums, and singles to all the places just with one simple upload and one simple yearly subscription. Save yourself 7% off on any DistroKid plan in the first year. If you're new to the show, where you been? But what we do on this show is I play a snippet of a whole bunch of great music. I call it the Whitman Sampler. It's like a chocolate box where you sample them, and then if you find it delicious, you jump down in the description and you check out the full versions of all of these wonderful songs. We're going to start with some high energy here this week. This is a track from Pictured Within. They say High Love is an 80s style rock song about getting out and looking for things in life that give you joy, meaning, and the feeling of fulfillment. Mine is creating music. What's yours? Mine is also creating music. Spoiler alert. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Higher Love, Pictured Within, to kick us off in style. Your Music Live, third anniversary, is on the air. How cool is that? Higher Love there to kick us off in style from Pictured Within. Is that not just the rockinest, high energiest way to start the show? I sure as heck thought so. I thought so. Hello to everyone who is here live. Yes, definitely nailing the classic 80s rock vibes on that one. Thank you for sharing. If you'd like to share a show for a future show, share a shong for a future show, all you need to do is use the Submit Song link. It's there. It's also at studiolivetoday.com/YML if you would like to get your music on the show and be kicking it just like these wonderful artists that we're going to be playing today. We also are going to do a Play My Fire beat in just a little while, so if you haven't submitted a song, you'll still have an opportunity to have your song played on the show today. All right, let's crack into our second track. This is a double act. Two folks who we've featured on the show quite consistently over the last 3 years, so it's fitting that we make it our second track of the day here. It is Marcus Cannell and Auntie G, and they say, hey, we have a new song out for you folks. This time Auntie G is behind the microphone. She's amazing. We really enjoy working together. I'm a very happy Swede nowadays when I get to have this talented person with me. Enjoy from Marcus and Auntie G. So we've got Sweden and Norway coming together in perfect harmony with this track. It is called Detour here on Your Music Live. Love the change up, love the energy, love everything about that track from Marcus and Auntie G. And I love that both of those artists have had different involvement in Your Music Live for a really long time. So Auntie G, you might recall, her name is Gertrude, and I could never pronounce her surname. And one day she was here on the show and she said, well, my nieces and nephews call me Auntie G. And since then, well, I just said, well, then you must be Auntie G. You must own this Auntie G-ness. And from that day forward, Auntie G was born and has been producing great music like that. And Marcus Cannell, been a fabulous member of the Create, Record, Release Facebook group, been creating great music. And a while ago, he was like, oh, I don't think I can do it anymore, and wanted to take a little break. And I'm like, take a break, my friend. Refresh, relax, get back to when music is great for you again, and then start sharing. And yeah, he's back and sharing amazing music. And not only that, but collaborating with fantastic artists like the one and only Auntie G there. So yeah, cool stories behind the scenes of what goes on here at YML. And not only for you as a listener, but you as the artist, and you as just the music fan and the fan of cool communities. It's the one thing whenever anyone comes to this community. And yes, my back is getting sore for patting myself on it. But when folks come into this community, they're like, this is different to the reaction shows that I see on other places. And to me, that's the biggest compliment, because we have the best community and the best folks watching the show. Let's grab our next one. This comes to us from Ezekiel Mianskum. And Ezekiel says, hi, this is a bit of a weird story, but I really love making music. At the time, I haven't written a song in months. I got to the point where I once hallucinated music. Yeah, I was visiting a friend on the couch and got tired and almost fell asleep. And all of a sudden, in a sort of dream, I heard this orchestra. I quickly woke up and asked what music was playing, but no music played. I made the orchestra I heard into the intro for this song. How cool is that? The stories behind the songs are awesome. Let's give this one a spin. This is Young Love, Ezekiel Mianskum on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from Ezekiel Mianskum and Young Love here on Your Music Live over on the Cloud of Sounds. Welcome aboard if you're just joining us. This is Your Music Live. It is brought to you by DistroKid. I'll be talking about them a little later in the show as well. And this is this is a bonus, a longer edition of YML, because we've just got too much cool music and I wanted to catch up and get all of these great songs played, which is what we're going to be doing on this very show. So let's keep moving on now. Another story. There's going to be some stories here behind some of these artists. Matt Anderson and Darren Anderson have been part of the GarageBand users community, the Create, Record, Release community for many, many years. When Matt released his first single with DistroKid, I remember following along with his nervous journey into his first release, and that was super cool to watch. And then, not to be outdone, Mr. Darren Anderson started releasing music and has an artist name of The Red Motor Project. which is this band we're going to play right now. He says, all recorded in GarageBand by Darren Anderson and mastered in Final Touch. Music was recorded on my DJI Mini, music video on my DJI Mini and produced in LumaFusion. Very cool stuff. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Why don't you come by the Red Motor Project, Your Music Live.
Got this run, I just can't race. Trying to keep up with the pace. You're too fast for me. I'm not trying to win this race. I just like to see your face. Why don't you come by anymore? Picking up the pieces off the floor. Wait for you knocking at my door. Why don't you come by anymore? Lord, I see you out today. From the distance I can't say.
Very cool stuff. Love the one-man film crew there with the DJI filming the music video. Very cool stuff there. I'm sure in the mean streets of Queensland for Darren Anderson. He's from up north here in Australia, and they're a different breed up there, man. No, they're good. I love it. Love you, Darren. Love that. Yeah, great guitars. Great. Just again, a bit more of an 80s feel, isn't it? Must be showing our ages, folks, today. But yeah, really, really cool stuff, and a lot of love being thrown around there for our mate Daz. All right, let's grab a next tune. This comes all the way from Germany. It's been packaged up. Now, this one has a few swear words in it, so you've been warned if you've got sensitive ears or the kiddos are around. But it's our old friend PA, Pronounce It Alternative. She says, I say bad words in this song, but just to get a clearer mind afterwards. And we don't mind that, we don't like preaching any sort of hatred around here, but a well-placed cuss word in a song can sometimes just take it from good to great, in my opinion. But anyway, block your ears for the next minute and a half to 2 minutes if you do not want to be offended in any way. But this is PA, and this is PA Uncensored here on Your Music Live.
Silence in the night when the heart feels right. Demon shadows deep inside when my fingers ride. Life doesn't wait for you, for me, and for nobody. It's happening around a lot, just keep a closer shot before it disappears and you will wake up on the floor. And yeah, it's lonely on the ground. Yellow, orange, a little blue. Swallow that and feel as blue. Fuck 'em all, fuck everyone. It doesn't matter, just like this song. Fuck 'em all, fuck everyone. 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 They don't want to explain, but no one really played the game. Damn, do you really think I give a shit about the things you bought right yesterday, the things you planned?
PA with the sass. The dirty mouth. Very cool stuff there from PA. Pronounce It Alternative. And yeah, something very cool in that one. Like, PA stuff is usually a bit more gritty and grimy. I like the contrast of the more melodic backing track there, and then PA just spitting fire on that one. Yeah, she's by the way, she said, forget everyone, forget him, forget him, forget him. That was the words. Yeah, the explicit lyric version of PA would definitely have the little, what was it that you had in the US? The little explicit lyrics black and white sticker that, like Barbara Bush or someone like that made them put them on the CDs back in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. Let's grab another song or two, and then we will hear from DistroKid. We will do our Play My Fire beat. So if you do have a track that you want considered for the show today, you can join in the fun with that one. But let's go from to another amazing female artist, and that's Zoe Gabrielle, who says, I recorded this song in my closet with a USB microphone. Wanted to make a song that has a Billy vibe, but indie alternative vocals. Well, that sounds like it might just be up many of our alleys. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Zoe Gabrielle and Copy here on Your Music Live.
Mistakes, feeling me across the room. Now it is two you have to lose. Watching me and taking notes, standing in your vintage coat. If I jump the roof, would you do it too? I bring out the worst in you, 'cause I never felt so abused. Go ahead, pretend that I'm really not. Carbon version color me like something in a magazine. Assignments all on your body while your hands look so bloody. They copy every move. I make the run away and have that same face. They copy every move. Yeah, all you do is copy every move. You look just like a clone, and you make me feel alone. Don't
Very cool. Everything from the bass to the vocals, the harmonies in there, the backing, yeah, works beautifully and really does capture exactly the vibe you were going for there. So very much a Billie Eilish, but a little bit more disturbed, if there is such a thing. Billie's a bit disturbed in some of her stuff, but yeah, perfect vocals. Yeah, balancing vocals with music can be a tough thing to do. Ariana Grande, but better. There you go. Hello, Gia H. Hello to you. Hello to everyone who's here live on the show. If you're watching on the replay, because I know the timing doesn't work for everyone, especially our poor UK and European friends. If you're watching on the replay, say hello. Give us a wave down in the comments section. We'll say g'day to you down there as well. Let's move on to our next artist. This is from the fabulous Fez Heads, and as I say, a song written by our Phil Long about a dodgy scuba diver in Portugal stealing green-lipped mussels while being observed by Phil. Recorded at the legendary Ranscombe Studios in Rochester under the watchful ears of Jim Riley, with a Booker T and MG's Feel, drummer Alan produced the animation video. So you're in for a treat again with another beautifully produced video. It just goes from strength to strength, this show. And we're going to give this one a spin. This is the fabulous Fez Heads and FFFGLMM on Your Music Live.
Who's that man over there? The one who really thinks he's something. Oh, you mean the funky green-lipped muscle man? Yeah, and what makes him so special?
Too cool indeed on that one. Funky, funky, funky all the way home. And that was the fabulous Fez Heads. And that's, I'm sure, one that many of you will be jumping down into the description and checking out the full version of after the show. Hello to Darren Anderson. We won't tell the boss, mate. But we enjoyed your track. We just played your new one, and a very cool video, very cool song. And that one was superb. The fabulous Fez Heads here on Your Music Live 3rd anniversary edition. I hope you're doing well. If you're having fun, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guns up button down below. Check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. They've been looking after us and keeping the lights on this show for more than 2 years now. More than 2 of the 3 years we've had DistroKid as our naming sponsor. I love them so much I wear them on my chest. Let's grab this one from Summer Sleep. This is called Love Me Like a Heart Attack. They say recorded mostly live with a drum machine, some loop pedals, and an old Rhodes piano and Reaper. I wrote it the day I got my rejection letter from the South by Southwest Music Festival. Simple song about desire. It is called Love Me Like a Heart Attack. And we're going to play it live right now on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff. Again, great work with the videos, folks. The amount of effort you guys put into your video, guys and girls and people, folks. That's why I use folks. It's a nice non-gendered alternative. But the effort you folks put into your music, super, super cool. Loved spacey vibe, a little bit sort of lo-fi kind of vibe on that one. Sounded really good. Alrighty, let's grab our next track here. Our Play My Fire beat is coming up in just a jiffy. We will hear from DistroKid, our wonderful sponsors as well. But let's jump open for some Gackhead. Gackhead says, "Hi Pete, it's been a while. Here's a recent song of mine recorded in my room. Thanks." And that's from Gackhead. It's called Getting Burnt, a ukulele song. Yeah, bring on the uke here. Getting Burnt. Gackhead, Your Music Live.
I spend my days at beaches. I spend long days in the sun. You spend your days at beaches. Now just look what we have done. But you said you didn't mind getting burnt in the sun. All the fun that you had, now you're red, and I am blue. It's so sad, just look at you.
Short, sweet, Gackhead uke. Love it. A little bit tiptoe through the tulips, Tiny Tim kind of vibes on that one. Definitely. Good stuff there from Gak Head. Thank you very much for sharing that one. Let's grab another one. Let's go some Stick for Guns, who simply says about this one, still churning out the tunes. Well, Stick for Guns makes some great tunes, and let's see what's been churning in the Sticks for Guns laboratory this week. It is called Recklessly. Sticks for Guns on Your Music Live. Okay, that image is disturbing, Irvin. What are you doing to us, Richard? Really cool, though. Yeah, masterful synth performance. Great, bringing together of some amazing synth sounds there from Sticks for Guns, always producing the goodness. And again, another one. Richard's another one, a member of the Song Spark songwriting group on the Facebooks. So yeah, it's cool the way that the community has just, multiplied and cross-pollinated and done all of those good things over the years. Speaking of communities, we really couldn't have this community doing all the things it does around Studio Live Today Land without one group of people. Their name are DistroKid, and DistroKid now have an app. Yes, if you've got your mobile device, like I do here, you can actually log in and download. Go to the App Store right now, download the DistroKid app. If you're a DistroKid user, I've found it so useful to just have this on the go with me at all times, because you can jump in, you can check out all your music on DistroKid, you can upload a song, so you can jump into the upload screen and actually go through a standard upload process, which you can't see because of my green screen there. Didn't think this one through with the green screen. It worked well in testing, but you can go in and you can upload your own song there. You can see all of your stats here. You can adjust all of your settings. You can do your splits. You can do everything you can do on the main DistroKid site, but just in a simpler and easier to use. Look at that. That's the amount of music I've released with DistroKid. I've taken full advantage from when I released my first track here, all the way back in 2016, right up to my latest release in 2023. And with DistroKid, you can release an unlimited amount of music from your phone, your tablet, or your desktop or laptop. And you can do it all for one yearly subscription price from as little as $22.99 per year. That's like a cup of coffee every 2 months. Like, don't you hate it when people compare things to cups of coffee? But you've got an even better deal, because if you're a new subscriber to DistroKid and you want to get your music out there, save yourself 7% off by using the link up there and down in the description. And we thank DistroKid for all of their support. Look, Third Person Productions has been with DistroKid for almost a year now, and many folks who are part of this community, and a lot of the music that you hear is released to the world thanks to DistroKid. Right, let's continue on and come to Australia because you might accidentally get killed. No, there was a song by a comedy group called The Scared Weird Little Guys, and it was all about Australia. And it said, "Come to Australia, you might accidentally get killed." About all the great wildlife that we have that is a little bit deadly. You know what though? You know why I'm never going to be like eaten by a great white shark? Because I don't go into their house. See, they won't come into my house. They're not coming here into my home, and I'm not going into theirs, aka the ocean. So I think as long as you stay out of the, and same with snakes, I'm not crawling down holes in the outback trying to look for trouble. So if you stay away, if you stick to the cities when you come to Australia, you'll actually be fine. Unless you get bitten by a redback or a whitetail. Anyway, you'll be fine, I promise. This is not a promise or guarantee. Let's play this one from Phantom Agents here in Australia, and it's Clint. He says, inspired by dance tracks of the 80s like Madonna's. All right. Well, I've been living in a material world, and I am a material fan of Phantom Agents. This one's called Goodbye, but we're not saying goodbye. We'll be back in about a minute and two's time for even more Your Music Live.
And the wedding bells will ring. The room begins to shake. I sit here eating cake. Surprise, I'm mentally crazy. I realize this symbolic on haze. I realize these idle days are from disguises. Battling hypnotized by lonely days. I can't realize, I can't see face. Where I got a latest face. Watch this eyes and double days. Goodbye. Goodbye. This one voice that don't forget you had no choice. Turn off your set. Any voice high would regret the winders of a down.
Clint Gallagher, Phantom Agents. I'm not convinced of the Madonna reference there, but definitely very. Oh, it's a cherub with no penis. I definitely like the experimental vibe of that one, both video and the audio. So Clint Gallagher, Phantom Agents, always bringing something different, something special to the table when it comes to their music. And thank you for sharing that one. You know what time it is? What time is it? It is time for the Play My Fire Beat segment here on Your Music Live. And you know what? We'll, in honor, we'll jump in here to the giveaway tool and we'll set up our little bit of a hashtag here. And we're going to go hashtag Spider because if you were watching last week's YML, I'd actually forgotten about this till I was reminded by Joe and Barry Glenn here. Where's Spidey? Yeah, so there was a spider on my desk last week. Speaking of spiders, wasn't a poisonous one, so I actually just grabbed my coffee cup and chucked it on top of Spidey, and then at the end of the show, I released Spidey back into the wild. So he did get released. If you need the evidence, if you don't believe me, you can jump over to the Create, Record, Release Facebook group. I captured some video of Spidey's release, and we were very happy for Spidey to be back. So if you would like to have the opportunity to have one of your songs played right here, right now on the show, hashtag Spider, SPIDER. Just put that in the chat here live. If you're watching on the replay, I'm sorry, you'll have to come and watch it on the thing. All right. So just catching up on some comments. It was Tipper Gore. Yeah, Tipper Gore that did the parental advisory thing. What did I say? Barbara Bush. I was close. It was a first lady that was never a first lady, but probably should have been. But based on that, maybe she shouldn't have. Anyway, so yes, the parental advisory was there. Sink or swim with the sharks? Yeah, there are indeed a lot of sharks here in South Australia. Again, all in places I'm not going to, unless you're a crazy person like our buddy Mike over at Creative Source, who gets into like a small boat and turns himself into like the inside of a dumpling, where a shark's like, this is like a taco shell, and these humans have just brought themselves out into my house and offering me as an hors d'oeuvre. So I will chomp that. But no, you'll not find me anywhere near the ocean because I don't want to be eaten by a shark. All right, let's grab one from Canada Bambino while you get your spiders in. This is a track. It's called Freedom from a Gal Like You from their release Golden Boy. We heard a track from it last week. And this is another one here on Your Music Live. Bambino, and another very nice, smooth track there. I'm going to have to check out the whole release, Golden Boy. We've played a couple of tracks from it now, and sounds really good. So, Canada Bambino, thank you for sharing. Remember, sharing is caring, Sharon is Karen. So if you'd like to share the show, I'd appreciate you. Just hit the share button below. And don't forget, there's a like button down there if you're enjoying yourself. If you're not having a good time, maybe go do something else. But you feel free to hit the dislike button on the way out. I'm a big boy and wearing my big boy pants today, so I can definitely accept it. Hello, Kim Harden Hudson. Hope you are doing well. Leave me a comment though. I must admit, it is disheartening when I get dislikes without people telling me. I would actually rather get the negative comment so I know what I can do better. Because, hey, we're all just learners on this lifelong journey called music, man. What can I say? We'll grab one more song and then we will draw the entries for our Play My Fire beat. Remember, hashtag Spider is what you want to throw in there. Let's grab this one from Dream Steaks. Dream Steaks? States. Not steaks. Not delicious steaks. Dream States say inspired by an Apple loop. I came up with a melody and arrangement built around that loop. First in the live loops and then grid, and then finishing up in the tracks view. If you need more oboe with your beats, this track is for you. Ah, nice. Oboe sounds, I must admit, I like the oboe in GarageBand. It actually sounds pretty cool. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Ambient Land from Dream States. You're on Your Music Live. super smooth, super chill there. Rick Hunter doing some good stuff there. And his artist Dream States Ambient Land. Not Ambient Land, that would be different. That would be where you listen to the music and you fall asleep. Maybe you could. Maybe you'd fall asleep to that. Probably better for you than actually taking Ambien. How did we get here? Let's move on. We're going to draw our Play My Fire beat because we do this at least once every show. In fact, 2 times, most shows. Might even sneak a third in. We'll at least get 2 in. We've got so much music to play, we might only be able to do 2. But what we do is if you put hashtag Spider in the chat, then you are in the draw. You are able to win. And we're going to hit the random draw button in a minute. Why don't we throw a little bit of this on in the background? A little oboe jam. And good luck, everybody. Who's going to win a free play on your music live today? It is Mr. Michael Thompson. Michael has, I think you've won at least once a week. No, I don't think you won last week, but you won a couple of weeks in a row. I hope you are buying that lottery ticket that we have suggested that you definitely should if you haven't, if you're into that, because we're going to hear some Michael Thompson. We do have a Michael Thompson track on the show for later, but yeah, grab something else. Play something from your archive, something new, something old, something borrowed, something blue, but yeah, definitely on a hot streak. And by the way, if you think I'm unlazy enough to try and rig it in any way, yeah, nah. I go to the StreamYard tool and I put the thing in and it gets the entries and I press the button because that's all I can. That's all I have the energy to do. I don't. I couldn't be bothered. It's like I say to my wife. I'm like, you don't have to worry about me having an affair. It sounds like too much effort. That's why. All right, so Michael Thompson gets to choose. He knows the drill. Just throw the name of your track, the name of your artist name, and the not the link, the platform, and we'll give that a spin. While we wait on Michael, let's jump over to the cloud of sounds and grab ourselves another tune here. This is Azurium, and they say 3rd song with mixing. I made it in GarageBand iPad. Also, I'll be asleep when the lives usually happen, so I'm sorry. You don't need to be sorry. The only thing you need to be sorry about is the fact that you shared a song and then it's, oh no, the track's moved. Here's a tip. Don't ever remove anything. I'm a big fan of just leave it there. Even if you replace it with a new version, leave it there because your link dies and then I can't play your song. So I'm sorry. Feel free to resubmit that one, Azurium, and we'll give it a spin on a future show. We'll grab this one from Alex Simmons in the meantime. They say, this is Commercial Street, a melancholy but sort of lively track about a street that runs through Dundee in Scotland and unrequited love. I love that. This song's about a street that runs through Scotland, through Dundee in Scotland. Oh, and unrequited love. I like it. It is called Commercial Street. It's Alex Simmons, and we're going to listen to, cool album art. We're going to listen to this one live on your Music Live. really dig it. Kind of like the, almost arpeggiaty, piano-y melody bit there. And then, with some nice bass kicking in there from time to time. And just, I don't know, different. Something that you don't hear often. And I think that's one of the best things about this show, and the reason that I keep doing it week in, week out, is the variety of stuff we play here. We play hard, we play loud, we play soft, we play happy, we play sad, we play frenetic, fast, we play slow and mellow, and everything in between. But yeah, cool stuff there from Alex Simmons. Thank you for sharing, and I hope you share again soon. We have had a selection from our Play My Fire beat. Michael Thompson has selected his track called Honor. And I had to be careful spelling it because here in Australia we add a U because we like to be a bit different. By the way, happy King's birthday? Question mark to to our friends here in Australia. It is a day off. I just call it June day off. Don't have to go to work day. So yes, happy that to any of my Australian friends. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Even though it is not either the Queen or the King's birthday, they just randomly put the day somewhere in the, I don't know. It's like in America, don't you have President's Day that's not anything to do with any of the presidents? You used to have like Lincoln Day. Anyway, it's all irrelevant except that we're going to play this song. It's Michael Thompson and it's Honor from the Man Without a Face album. And we're going to give it a spin as our Play My Fire beat right now. That's the way to get your guitar solo played in War YML, is to make sure that it's basically the whole song. Just bring your solo in around the 1 minute mark, and then Johns might actually play a lick or two. Very cool stuff there, though, from Michael Thompson. Real lighters in the air one. I tried to get I have a virtual lighter on my phone that I like to use, and because I've got a refurbished phone, by the way, thanks Apple, because my lightning port broke just out of warranty, and they still replaced it, so I'm very thankful to them right now. But yeah, it means that all the apps on my phone have to be re-downloaded, and I didn't know this, but if an app is no longer on the App Store, it doesn't re-download. So I can't get my lighter app. Maybe too many children were burning themselves with the lighter app. All right, thank you, Michael Thompson. Yeah, that was a kicking guitar. I remember that one from when we played it probably a year ago. When was that released? 9 months ago. Yeah, so I think we played it when it was first released. And yeah, it's one of my favourite Michael Thompson tunes to date. Let's grab the next one. This one comes to us from Creedon, who says, somewhat down-tempo electronic track for a little EP I made, one of my favourite songs I've made in a while. So this one's called Insomnia, and it's from the EP Decay by Creedon. Let's give her a spin on Your Music Live. Vibes for days on that one. Very cool stuff there from Creedon. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, the nice hats in there, just ticking along. Very chill, very peaceful, very lo-fi, very cool. So thank you for sharing it. Yeah, I know. I would be, if I was you, I'm not, but if I was you, I would be jumping down into the description and making sure that you're following some of these artists. If there's artists that you dig, if there's artists that you want to continue to support, make sure you know when they're dropping new music. Go and follow them, go and subscribe to them, go and do all the things. You don't have to. It's not, again, I've said this before. I'm going to go on a mini rant and then we'll move on with the show. But please go and subscribe to people that you're going to listen to the music of. If you are if you're giving them a pity sub, just say no to pity subs, because if you subscribe to someone and then don't go and listen to them and don't watch their videos and don't interact in any way, you're actually doing them a disservice. If someone's got 20 subscribers and every one of those 20 listen to everything they release, that's better than having 200 subscribers and only 20 people listen to your stuff. Capiche? Capiche. All right. Sound like I'm a parental lecturer or a teacher or something. Let's continue on with, this is going to be a big first half here, folks. Strap yourself in, settle in. We've got another probably 10 tracks before we hit our midpoint, and we've got a pretty special toilet break for you. I just got to tell you that now. All right, this is The Skeptics. They say, this is my new band, The Skeptics, but it's just me, Tremor Bear. I love that, the idea of, hey, it's me, it's a bear. There's a bear in there. I figured that since I'm not part of the music industry, I can pretend to do what I want. So this is my band now. Thank you, Pete, for letting us have fun as you work. Yeah, I really appreciate you. That's from Carlos, a.k.a. Tremor Bear, a.k.a. The Skeptics. So let's give this one a spin. This one is called Not Now, The Skeptics on Your Music Live.
Told me you love me, but you left me go. You told me you love me, but you left me go. You told me you love me, but you left me.
Very cool stuff there from The Skeptics. Tremor Bear showing a very cool poppy, funky kind of side. Need some voco, do you reckon? I actually really dig that song because Bear's guitar work is it's like a metronome. He's just spot on in the groove, in the pocket. And then just having the vocals kind of floating there, I don't know, I think the contrast works really well in that track. So good job. Yeah, I know, the vocal, the background there. You got quality from Russ. So there you go. You've got Russ 8889 stamp of approval there for The Skeptics. Good stuff there from Tremor Bear. Let's grab our next tune. This comes to us from Ryan Rogers. He says, "Hi Pete, this is a song about dealing with anger, but not about a fight with my wife because we never fight and she is perfect. So to be clear, this is what I imagine a fight with my wife would be like if it ever happened, which it won't." Gotcha. Clear as mud there, Ryan. Love it. Wink. All right, let's give this one a spin. It is Black Heart. Ryan Rogers here on Your Music Live.
We've had the same 5 arguments 100 different ways. I can see that you have a point or two, but I give no ground today. And I want to pack my bags and leave, but what would the kids say? Go away, black heart, go away, black heart, kill the rage, black heart. What's been done has been done. It's total darkness. You called me an embarrassment, and I fight to keep control. I got a Jim Beam mantra, but I still can't let it go. And I know this isn't good for me, but it's great for my ego. Go away, black heart.
More super funky vibes there. I like that one from Ryan. Someone said REM. Yeah, little REM. I get that vibe. I like Ryan because he always has that little bit of country twang in there, but that one just has that really, I love the guitar, the speed of the guitars in there, and then the doubled vocals with the harmony that's almost like the vocals almost spoken through the verses there. I kind of like it. I dig it. Well done there from Ryan Rogers. Always good contributions, and appreciate you. And looks like folks are digging it as well. Really great lyrics too. I know. Very cool. I love the same 5 arguments 100 different ways. I think we've all been there in one way or another. Usually it's our fault or my fault. I like to. I don't like to argue about things, and then I'm just like, oh wait, hang on. I'm learning as I get older. I'm learning that it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to just say I don't know, and it's okay to be proven wrong or to change your opinion. But I must admit, especially when you're younger, there's that whole like, no, I'm adamant that it's this. I've got friends like that they're adamant about things, and it used to be okay before the days of the internet, because they'd be like, oh no, that song was definitely released in 1994. I remember it because I was doing this and this, and I'm like, pretty sure it was earlier than that. I think it was 92. I'm like, no, 94. I'm like, no, 92. And they're like, oh, you can use facts to prove anything. Which you can. It's not wrong. Although the internet's wrong. It's on Wikipedia, it's wrong. No, it's actually on the discography of the band on their own website. Anyway, this is from Pal, aka Paul, who says, Between the Lines, recorded in Cubasis 2 around 2016-17, cleaned up and mixed in Cakewalk in 2023. Improvised lyrics, so I can't tell you what it's about. Love it. Thanks, Pete. No, thanks, Paul. And we're going to give this one a spin. This is Paul on Your Music Live, Between the Lines. Like it. And the good thing is, if you don't know what the song's about, Paul, then everyone can just take their own interpretation, and it doesn't matter. Very cool stuff there. I like the video. Good use. A lot of folks using the what do they call it? The stock footage well to complement your videos. And yeah, that's it works well. Like if you don't have the ability to go out there and shoot stuff, yeah, why not use some of the stock footage and just create your own things? Make it a little interesting. Make it fun for me to play here on your Music Live today. If you're having fun, there's a few things I'd love for you to do. If you'd like to submit a song for a future show, you can do it right about there, or just go to studiolivetoday.com/YML. If you'd like to support our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, you can do that by going to the link up there. And if you're not already a DistroKid member, and I know many of you are, but every week we get new folks who are coming into the community. If you're not already a member, you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. There's Thomas Christ doing his moderating duty that he's been doing out of the goodness of his heart for 3 years since we started this show. And I'll talk a little bit later, just in the second half, if you hang around. I'll talk about the incarnation, the history of the show, just a little bit, because we've got so many songs to play. But I'll tell you a little bit more about how the show came about and some of the early things and some folks that I got to thank for helping out. But Thomas is definitely one of them. Let's grab this track from Naha Mapankar, who has a track called Armageddon over here on the Cloud of Sounds, and we're going to spin it for you right now. Mapankar bringing us some mellow vibes to chill to there. I often wonder, what do you think, whether I should group the different songs? I kind of like the rolling the dice feel of, going from one rockin' tune to one mellow tune to one beat bottom tune. I don't know. Or do I group them together? Do we have the chill section and then the rock section and then the bassy goodness section? I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, definitely as a lazy man, it's a lot easier to just go with a bit of a mixed bag, a bit of randomness and a bit of random play goodness. I kind of like it because I'm a guy that used to stick my CDs on. I used to love compilation albums for starters, and I used to always hit the random button. Unless I was listening to a CD like end to end, like a Radiohead or a Nirvana or a Pearl Jam, where I wanted to hear, or Green Day, I wanted to hear the whole album end to end, I'd almost always put the random button on, the shuffle. And I always hated, how some CD players had that shuffle algorithm that wouldn't remember what it had played, so you could end up hearing the same song. I don't want complete randomness. I just want a random order of all the tracks. Otherwise, you're hearing Smells Like Teen Spirit 4 times and not hearing some of the other. Yeah, it's not good. Anyway, shuffles should always be random, and they should always remove ones once they've been played. Talking about things that don't matter anymore. Welcome to 90s Chat with Pete. Things that no longer matter. Giacomo Knox says, I produced this track using Launchpad loops last year and wrote the lyrics using Stream of Consciousness. Song was recorded live using GarageBand, and it is called 96 Crimes. Arose. And we're going to give it a spin for you live here on Your Music Live.
Right, Mark.
Stolen memories of a future never had her open summer. In the backseat of my cab, she's on a cell phone, very deeply to avoid the pain inflicted by a single bad choice. I try to listen and offer sage advice, her still responding. Cut you deep as eyes, I feel she listens as a tear cuts down a path of a face remembering bitter stolen past. 96 crimes arose, 96 crimes arose, and all you think is hidden soon will be exposed. 96 crimes arose, 96 crimes arose, and all you think is hidden soon will be exposed. Their story sharing the violated vibes, her trust disgusted. Faith stepped on her side, blue lights awaited. In an influential town, the crimes rejected, directed to try to live it down. 96 crimes arose.
Very cool. Like the hook, 96 Crimes Arose works really well in that. And yeah, nice vibes, nice sound, nice beat. I think you mentioned there that you've removed the auto-tune in a future version. I mean, I don't know. I don't hate the auto-tune on a track like that. I think it works for a track like that. But yeah, cool. Like the groove. Nicely done indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. And hopefully we hear from you again in the future. How we doing on time here, folks? Well, we've got, we'll do pretty well here. We were hoping to hit the midpoint by around the hour and a half mark. We've got a 3-hour show for you here this week because it's the 3-year anniversary and we've got just a whole bunch of cool tunes and I didn't want to leave too many of them out. So I've only held a few over for next week. So we got a bunch of tracks to play for you here today. So we'll do these a few more. We've then got a wonderful toilet break. We've got some under the covers for you and then another big section of great independent music. If you're digging what we're playing, if you're digging what we're laying down here, thumbs up, guns up. And don't forget, every single link is down in the description, so you can go and follow these fine folks without fear of I've run out of F words. Let's give this one a spin. This is Robodop Snay. Sure. Silent Song, they say, this is a song about newfound freedom, remembering the old days when freedom was abundant and embracing the now. I have written it just when the lockdowns were over, so it resonates a slight post-angst, hence the eerie feeling and the slow vibes. Well, let's give this one a spin. It is Silent Song, Robodop Snay, Your Music Live. very much so. Very mesmerizing and just very different kind of vibe. Someone said 9 Inch Nails. Yeah, I don't even know what you'd call that. Definitely a serious kick there. I was trying to balance it so that I wasn't clipping it, but we could hear the lowdown track there. But yeah, it was a kick that wasn't messing around. Yeah, good vibes, and yeah, the space as Russ was saying, lots of space. He liked or liked the space. I liked it too. Very good stuff, indeed. Let's go to Moths on Leaves. It's a hard word for me to say. Moths is my least favorite word in the English language. Anything with a THS at the end. Moths. Because if you've got a lisp like me and you struggle to get between your F's, I should just embrace and just go moths. I'll just go, yeah, let's look, there's some moths by that fly. But yeah, anyway, no, I'm going to continue trying and you get to hear me struggle. Anyway, I say all that to say, Moths on Leaves. I miss hair metal. Hope this helps. I previously submitted but wasn't totally happy with the mix. Here's the second and hopefully better try. There you go. We got a do-over, a mulligan, so to speak. So this is Hey Maybe Sometimes thicker and meatier version. I'm not a vegetarian. What am I going to do? Let's play it. I love that line. Gonna make out like we're married. No, I mean like newlyweds. Like, yay! But love a bit of humor in a tuner. That was a good one from Moths on Leaves, Governor. Very good stuff there. And thank you for sharing it. And sorry for butchering your name every time. Let's move on to the Vidal and the Shadowy Figures. Yeah. They say, hi, Pete. Congratulations on your continued success. Why, thank you. You are a reliable source for Mac recording info and entertainment. Please disregard this submission if not appropriate for your yacht YML. Oh, this is a promo video I put together for my first debut album, The First Domino. I would also like to send a cassette your way. Ah, there you go. I would love a cassette from Vidal and the Shadowy Figures. So I'll endeavour to get. If I forget, email me because I'm bad at remembering things. And in the middle of a 3-hour show, I'll probably forget. Let's play this. It's only 58 seconds, so let's play this little promo because you'll probably want to go and check this out. It's a new album from Vidal and the Shadowy Figures.
Less clear recording artist Vidal and the Shadowy Figures come blazing onto the art rock scene with a mix of funk, new wave, and prog rock. Some of the tracks included on The First Domino: False Flag, Right on Cue, Robot Cowboy,
Yippee-ki-yay, I'm a robot. I'm a heart. From the CIA. From the CIA.
Lockstep Angels, limited edition green cassette tapes. Get it now at lessclear.com.
I like it. Oh, we won't play that because that'll get all Inception. Stop it. It's going to play it. Oh, no. I never know. I worry if I play my own show on my own show, it's just going to create some weird loop because then it'll show me play. It'd actually be kind of fun to play around with, wouldn't it? It will show me playing my show, and then inside the show, it'll start playing the show, and then inside that show, it'll start playing the show because of the 3 to 5 second delay on each one. Yeah, that is really good. That is really well done. So I like the promo. We don't normally play stuff like that, and but I saw it and I'm like, you know what? I think that people will want to know that album's out, and you can now jump down into the description and check out that promo, and then there's links in there for how to go and get all of the things, get all the albums, get the streaming, buy the cassette. I love the idea of a cassette release. Miss cassettes. I do have a cassette player over there, so maybe that's a thing. There they are. Hello, Vidal on the show. Yeah, email me, remind me to tell you my address, because I'd love to get a cassette, and I'll show it here on the show in the future. Albert Felder's got their next track. They say, hi, Pete and listeners. It's been a long time. I hope you're all doing great. Just released my album with one new song. This song was inspired by the Beatles. Hope you enjoy it. God bless you all. And that's from Albert Felder. This is called Baby Finally. Yeah, that could be a Beatles title right there. Albert Felder from their album The One and Baby Finally on Your Music Live.
1, 2, 3, go. Baby, finally I found you. Never stop loving you. Hold me close in your arms. You will be forever mine. Wanna be the one who stands by your side. Wanna be the one who never makes you cry. Loneliness, wipe your tears, don't worry. I'll be outside your window tonight, as long as you believe. Say forever you'll be mine. Our love will win over the test of time. Test of time. One day you will be mine. The clouds will go away and the sun will shine. Foolishness, happiness.
Very cool stuff there from Albert Felder. I love the I love the switch up there where it goes from the album cover and you're thinking it's just the album cover for the whole thing, and then boom, you're off to the races with some flowers opening up and all sorts of stuff going on. Hello, Tony Howie. Yeah, really good guitar tones. Really captured the vibe that you're looking for in that one, and the vocals as well are very much well done. Yeah, just good stuff and good vibes. And even Russ likes it. Even though you mentioned the B word, Russ is on board as well, which is good to see. Gordon Lee Weaver is so cool. Got an extra name in there. I'm going to go by Peter. I was going to say my middle name, but then you might guess my passwords and stuff. Gordon Lee Weaver says, this is my plea for unity to heal the divisions of people today. Here, bloody here. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is Learn to Live Together. Gordon Lee Weaver.
When you meet your neighbor, say hello and smile. He might be your best friend after a while.
Very cool stuff there. Gordon Lee Weaver here on Your Music Live. I dig it. And yeah, if you know me, if you've been around this channel more than like a couple of days, you'd realize that I definitely agree with that message. And it needs to be shouted from the rooftops more and more because, yeah, man, why can't we all just get along? Really, at the end of the day, so much division, so much tribalness, but not in a good way, is there? But yeah, good stuff there. Very nicely done from Gordon Lee Weaver. Check that one and all the tracks we play down in the description right now or after the show. Let's move on to another great artist. This is Christina Abbey Younes, and she says, recorded at home, it's a song about waiting for a loved one, and in my case, my country Lebanon going through one of history's worst economic situations. Vocals were very hard to do, and there are mistakes and problems with the sound balance. Still, it's a labour of love. I've wanted to do it for a long time. That's what it's all about. Just get out there, get it done. Create, record, release. I love hearing that sort of story. So let's take a listen to this one. This is Christina Abbey Younes, and Wait on Your Music Live.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. If that's okay, if that's okay. I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. It's hard to take in and it's hard to spell out. And I'd hold you close, but you pull away. So I'm letting it go for just another day. But until you find yourself again, I'll leave right up until then. And if you find another way, I'll still be here. If that's okay, 'cause I'm
Really good stuff there, Christina Abbey Younes. Yeah, very cool. Look, and I love that. You know that that's going to be the case, don't you? Whenever you read someone's description and they're like, oh, yeah, lots of mistakes in here. It's a mess. It's a slop, blah, blah, blah. You're like, yeah, this is going to be really good. Yet the exact opposite is true when someone's like, yo, I just dropped this absolute fire and it's going to blow you away. And then you hit play and you're like, ew, okay. I guess you tried. So yeah, it's almost without fail that when you get someone that just gives you a bit of a humble, maybe a little bit of self-deprecating, you listen to it, it's always going to be amazing. And that's just part of being a creator, isn't it? I think someone said earlier, we are hardest on ourselves, much harder on ourselves than we are on other people's music. But yeah, that one was a cracker of a tune. So congratulations on that one, Christina. Hopefully we hear more from you in the future. And yeah, look, I know there's a lot of I didn't know about Lebanon specifically, but I know there's a lot of countries around the world that are definitely going through some challenging times for various reasons, and economically in particular. Next up, we've got two more tracks, and then we are going to give you a little break and give me a little break and have our toilet break for our midpoint, because 3-hour show today. Extra time for extra cool music. But let's take a listen to Tierra del Fuego. He says, hi Pete, Scapular Winging Records presents Tierra del Fuego, performing a song I wrote about existing on this mortal coil. We did everything together all at once in one room, except for vocals, which were overdubbed. Matt Wise's steel guitar solo is one of my favourite parts. We mixed the song with Craig Schumacher at Wave Lab in Tucson. Enjoy. Well, I'm going to enjoy, and you are too. This one is Broken Cup, Tierra del Fuego, on Your Music Live.
away the golden days of youth, taking the knocks, looking for truth, but all to be found, floated away, slipped out through the night, quick as it came, riding on redemption while banking on sin. Temptation will blind you and pull you back in. Time it gets old and distance grows cold. Troubles they sleep in the night. When you wake up, won't you drink from my cup? We fall through the cracks, it goes dry. There are liars and thieves, power
Very cool stuff there. I love it. Yeah, very, very Cash vibes, Johnny Cash kind of vibes, and the album artwork on that is cool. I dig it. Yeah, it's just all around goodness there. And if you want to hear more of it, if you want to hear that steel guitar solo, because I know we're anti-guitar solo here on Your Music Live or something like that. But yeah, very, very cool track there from Tierra del Fuego. I love everything that you do over there. The Scapular recording, Scapular Winging Records. Makes it hard to say for people like me. Hello, Leela, by the way. Hello, Rhett from the Mix Club. The Rhett Club. Renamed you, mate. Word up. Hello to everyone. G'day to Clint Phantom Asians. Hello to everyone who's joined us. One more track in the first half, and then we're going to take our toilet break, have some covers, under the covers songs, and also do another Play My Fire beat. So all of that in a bucket of fish coming up in a big second half of Your Music Live. But for now, this is Graham J. Bell and Record in My Heart. He says, I wrote this song in the mid-90s while working in a local food processing factory. Now brought to life thanks to Garage Band. Take it away, Graham Bell, Record in My Heart.
I'm keeping a record in my heart of all the times you tore it apart. I'm keeping the memory in my brain of all the times you caused me pain. Well, I don't know what to do about you. You're not the girl that I once knew. I don't know what to think anymore. One day I'll walk right out the door. I'm keeping a record in my heart of all the times you tore it apart. I'm keeping the memory in my brain of all the times you caused me pain. One day I know I'll get even. You'll come home and I'll be leaving. I'll get sick of you making me sad. Get out of your life and I'll be glad. I'm keeping a record in my heart of all the times you tore it apart.
Very cool stuff. Record in my heart, not record in my heart. It's always funny when you see words like in our industry, record or record and live and live. I guess live is usually live when it's that, but In Excess famously had an album called Live Baby Live. And then I'm pretty sure they did a concert or a live release called Live Baby Live. And I'm like, wow, you've changed nothing about the name, but it's different again. A happy, sad song. Yeah, we've had a few of those kind of 60s jams, like Beatles-esque kind of jams, haven't we? I like it. I like the nostalgia. We must be all getting a little bit more nostalgic. Or yeah, little Archie's bubblegum pop. Yeah, that's right. That was, who did they do? Sugar. Do. Ah, honey. Hello, Lurking Crow. Please don't lurk. I saw a crow yesterday, and the crows make this noise. I'm walking along, I go, ah, 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 ah. I'm going to get you, Johns. I'm like, what? Why did you have to add that last bit? And yeah, they're always like up on the what we call Stoby poles here, like power poles, and there's always crows. And I've told you the stories before of the crow that was stalking me until I basically had to abandon my little pizza roll that I was eating one time because it was getting that pizza roll, and I'm like, I'm getting that out of your hand or your mouth, or you can just pop it there on the floor for me, Johns. And I had to abandon it, otherwise the crow would have pecked my eyeballs out. Crows are indeed always watching. And they're smart. I know, we've had this discussion before, but this crow's super smart. Alrighty, we are at the halfway mark. Blow the whistle, get the Zamboni out there, mow the lawn, do whatever you want, because it is the halfway mark, and we got our toilet break for you for our special 3-year anniversary show, and I'm going to read aloud what this artist has said to us. Hi, Pete. Congrats on 3 years of YML, a major accomplishment and proof of an amazing show. Back with a new song premiere for you, Engage Reset. This was actually recorded early in 2023. This track finds me back in Logic Pro, and actually much of the music was created using Apple Loops. I wanted to see how far I could get with that method, and it's pretty amazing what can be done with the loops provided. A few things were played in with keyboard, but not that much. I wasn't going to do a real video for this, but started playing on the new iPad in Superimpose, and was really impressed to do the full video. Superimpose made it fun and not as much of a chore to edit video. Song was expertly mastered, as always, by Jade Star quite a while ago. Anyway, hope you enjoy from our friend and moderator extraordinaire, Mr. Thomas Christ. So here is a treat for your ear holes and eyeballs. It is Engage Reset World Premiere. Thomas Christ here on Your Music Live.
I'm staying woke, 'cause if you sleep you die. Getting so tired of the big, big lie. We don't have time for turning back the clock. Building my left arm, I keep it loaded and cocked. 'Cause in this world so full of hate and pain, you close your eyes because it drives you insane. They're on the march, striving for total control. They're fueled by fear, emboldened by our apathy. I didn't sign on your dotted line. Punching back now and not the next time. Got no patience, see how far you get. This game is over, engage, reset. Jokers are wild, and they are running the show. The more they share their thoughts, the less they actually know. Intolerance is bliss, they hate you for who you are. Playing the victim with self-inflicted scars. Selfish and sad, they bottle up all the shame. Never responsible, always someone else to blame. Mangling faith, twisted to fit their own needs. Hungry for power, will we just let them do it again? I didn't sign on your dotted line. Punching back now and not the next time. Got no patience, see how far you get. This game is over, engage, reset. I didn't sign on your dotted line. Punching back now and not the next time. Got no patience, see how far you get. This game is over, engage, reset. I didn't sign on your dotted line. Punching back now and not the next range and see how far you get. This game is over, engage, reset. I'm deep inside on your dotted line. Punching back now, and not the next time. Got no range and see how far you get. This game is over, engage, reset. I'm deep inside on your dotted line. Punching back now, and not the next time. Got no range and see how far you get. This game is over, engage, reset.
The one and only Thomas Christ, criminally unsubscribed. I heard a guy say that once. So jump on over and make sure. Oh, look, is anyone watching this show not also subscribed to Thomas Christ? I would find it very difficult to believe. But if, by any chance, you happen to be, then go and do that. Because not only will you get access to cool music like that track, you'll also have the ability to watch Thomas Christ do his live shows on the weekends, as well as You Rock, which is his wonderful live music show. And Thomas, I don't know how you do your 4 and 5 and 6 hour shows, because I'm halfway through a 3 hour show and I had to go and get some sustenance. I've got a banana, which I promise I will eat off screen, because no one needs to see that. Let's go and do our Under the Covers segment, shall we? This is Brock Ruggles, who says, you might know this Larry Norman song by way of Frank Black and the Catholics. The version of 666 you hear was arranged for a 3-string mountain dulcimer and voice, performed on a whim and captured on an iPhone. The original recording is supported by guitar and Mini Moog Model D soft synth theremin overdubs. Yeah, all sounds just like next level cool. Let's jump in and take a little listen, shall we? Let's just play it because it sounds cool. All right, Brock Ruggles here, 666 Under the Covers, Your Music Live.
In the midst of the war, he offered us peace, and he came like a lover from out of the east, with the face of an angel and the heart of a beast. His intentions were 666. He walked up to the temple with gold in his hands, and he bought off the priest and proposition the land, and the world was his harlot and laid in the sand, while the band played 666.
Too cool. There's not enough dulcimer and theremin in modern music. That is really, really cool. Really well done there from Brock Ruggles, and thank you for sharing that one. Just goes to show that there's all sorts of things going on around the place. Hello, Gordon. Yes, that was definitely cool. Very cool. Beautifully haunting, says Semtex Cow. Absolutely. And you're very welcome. A lot of good stuff coming out of Scapular Winging Records. And that is no exception. That is no exception. Yes, no exception. Not an exception. All right, let's go to another cover. This is happens to be a favourite song of mine for our Australian friends. This is a cover of Big Jet Plane, Angus and Julia Stone. And this is from Cookie. It says, I recorded this a few years back simply using a Rode NT USB microphone and my Maton guitar using GarageBand for audio. And you can join Cookie at Ask Cookie on the YouTubes. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Big Jet Plane from Cookie Covers.
Hello, mister. Pleased to meet you. Wanna hold her, wanna kiss her. Gonna take you for a ride on the big jet plane. Wanna take you for a ride on a big jet plane. Hey yeah, hey yeah. Be my lover, Lady River. Can I take you higher? Gonna take you for a ride on the big jet plane. Gonna take you for a ride on the big jet plane. Hey, yeah.
Very cool stuff there from Cookie. Couldn't help but sing along because that is, as I said, a favourite song of mine and one that I like to play live too. Really good. Yeah, Cookie's got a great voice and is continuing to work on the production over there, and really cool. Yes, with the Angus and Julia Stone, neither of them have like a very sort of gruff style voice, but when you just change it up a little bit, I love covers that don't sound exactly like the original. I prefer to have a cover that's got a little bit of its own there. See you, Clint. Got to take the family out for lunch because it's a happy holiday. I'll be doing similar straight after this show because we've got a bit of a public holiday tradition too. We like to go out for lunch. You always pay that public holiday surcharge though, don't you? Whenever you go to like a cafe or a pub, they're like, oh, 10% extra, it's public holiday. I'm like, yeah, okay, I suppose. How about you just pay your stuff properly in the first place and you wouldn't have to charge me extra. Let's jump over to Orchestra Eclipse. For almost as long as we've been doing this show, Orchestra Eclipse has been sharing their music. And this time they say, hey Pete, I did a cover of Faded by Alan Walker, combining orchestral elements with electronic instruments. Hope you enjoy. Well, let's give this one a spin. This is Orchestra Eclipse here on Your Music Live. Orchestra Eclipse covering the Alan Walker tune Faded here under the covers on Your Music Live. Welcome back. It's a big second half. It's going to be an extended show here today for a few reasons. It's our 3rd anniversary. We had a backlog of tunes that I wanted to catch up on, and it's a public holiday here in Australia. So why the heck not? So thank you everyone who's here live. If you're here live, put your hands in the air like you just don't care. If you're watching on the replay, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think of the show. What was your favourite track? Which artist did you like? And don't forget, all the artists are down there in the description. Down there you'll also find links to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. Yes, I've said it before and I'll keep saying it as long as I'm doing this show because they're the sponsors. No, they are a great way to get your music out there. You can release an unlimited amount of songs, EPs and albums to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, Tidal, you name it, you can put it there. And if you're someone like Michael Thompson, you are releasing a lot of music. Michael Thompson is a absolutely, what's the word I'm looking for? He releases a plethora of tunes. And this week he says, "Hi Pete, here's the title track from my second all-original CD for 2023. The CD and track are entitled Space Case, a little instrumental dedicated to a little group of old bandmates and crew who gathered every week for crazy stories of the road. Thanks again, Pete." And that's from Mr. Michael Thompson. So let's give this one a spin. This is Space Case. Michael Thompson, your music live. Michael Thompson bringing the guitar jams. Yeah, the tune's got it going on. Sorry, I was distracted. I was trying to get my Facebook posting from my Instagram, and don't get a new phone, folks. If you can possibly avoid it, even though it's better for you. Man, the amount of things I thought I had all my passwords saved in, and then you go to something and it's like, nah, you're not logged in. You can go to heck. But Michael Thompson, great stuff there. Sorry for my distractions on that one. Thank you for sharing. That's a double take of Michael Thompson here on the show today. Let's grab our next tune. This one comes to us all the way from Croatia. It is Fico and Friends. On one Saturday night, I was hanging out with my friends at a pub in my hometown, Zagreb. I went to the bathroom and I saw "Kilroy was here" sign drawn on the wall. I've heard of it before, but wasn't sure what it meant, so I Googled it and found out some American soldiers used to draw that sign in the Pacific and European theatre in World War II. So I wrote this song as Kilroy, being one of the army, or a man who represents the whole army. I had honour to make this song with Gary Hubbs and Hetriani. Fico and Friends. Wow, that is a collaboration, I've got to tell you. This is Kilroy Was Here, Fico and Friends, featuring the one and only Gary Hubbs and Hetriani on Your Music Live.
Steel, bone, and flesh. He's aiming your way. Your tank becomes a steely ray. Kilroy was here. Kilroy was here. Kilroy was here. Annihilation. He flies a warplane. Bombing run is on the way.
to sneak a little solo in there from Fico, Gary Hubbs, Hetriani on that track. Should we hear a bit of Het? I think we have to, don't we? There you go. Go down into the description if you want to check out the full version of that one, because I highly recommend it. This is just your little sampler. But if you haven't checked out what Fico and Gary and Hetriani are doing over there, some amazing music, some great collaborations, including that one. Let's go from Croatia and Canada and America and go all the way over to Germany and go to Weltenkinder town, where Weltenkinder and Emprism have created this one. They say celebration fulfillment is a birthday song, but also reflection what's worth in life, especially when you get older in the numbers. Hey, man, age is just a number, man. Don't worry about that stuff. Let's give this one a spin. This is Celebration Fulfillment, Weltenkinder and Emprism on your Music Live.
Another year is come and gone. Time flies by, it will be long. The candles on the cave are bright, a reminder of the passing of life. As the years go by, we wonder why we're chasing dreams that seem to die. But deep inside, a longing burns for something fulfilling, a life that yearns. We're getting older, but still we feel young, looking for something that's yet to come, a life that's fulfilling with purpose and grace.
Ah, yes. Skeleton Cakes for the win. That is cool. I know Weltenkinder does some really cool stuff, but that's right up there with some of the coolest stuff that I've seen you do. And the dancing skeletons on the cake in the background, just for fun, because why not? Yeah, good stuff indeed from Weltenkinder. All right, we'll do a Play My Fire beat in just a jiffy, because why not? But before then, we've got Stephen Maguire, who says a song about ideas and experiments and the creative process, which is a bit of an experiment itself. Comes out across Spotify and all other streaming platforms on Friday, the 9th of June, which has been. So you can now get this one wherever good music is streamed. And Stephen's probably a good man. He probably uses DistroKid to get his music out there to the world. I'm just going to assume. This is Stephen Maguire and Jigsaw Pieces, your Music Live.
Jigsaw pieces in a box rattle could make a picture. The convictions in my heart go to battle, some bits get lost. Can't blame nobody else. It's programmed in my cells, and so the pressure swells. Bits and bobs gathered or sat in the cupboard might come in handy, like so many of my bold ideas scuppered, left on the shelf. I visit them at night, the darkness makes them bright. When all my thoughts and feelings mingle in my buzz.
I really like it. It's just got like, I don't know how you'd explain it, but yeah, the rhythm and the percussion just like just kicking along. Really good and really nice vocals. Yeah, almost a almost a bossa nova groove, which Thomas Christ definitely appreciates on that one. Very cool stuff there from Stephen Maguire and Jigsaw Pieces. Next up, Cole in the Clouds. And Cole in the Clouds says, "Hey Pete, this is one song I made when I was about 17 years old and just recently decided to release it 5 years later. A very simple song, but I hope you enjoy it. It is called Nothing to Say." Cole in the Clouds on Your Music Live.
I'm just waiting for the sun to go down for a new day. I'm just waiting for the sun to go down for a new day. Why do I tell you these things? I know you will never change. Why do I tell you these things? You don't care anyway. The sun to go down for a new day.
Very cool stuff there. Cole in the Clouds. And I love that he was like, yeah, I made this 5 years ago when I was 17. And I'm like, oh man, these bloody talented kids out there. No, really good stuff, Cole, and thank you for sharing it. I dig it as well. It's got a little bit of that modern pop vibe, a little bit like not Arcade Fire. Who am I thinking? Anyway, it was good. Bottom line, it was good, and thank you for sharing it, Sharon Bicker. And don't forget, you can share the show with your friends if you choose to, because there's a share button down below. We'll play one more tune, and then we will do our Play My Fire beat. So if you're here live, and if you've got a song on the show, if you don't got a song on the show, if you want to have a chance to have your song played on the show, you can go into the random drawing to get an opportunity to have that played. But for now, R times 2 says, "Hello Pete, recorded the tracks in GarageBand iOS and imported the clean tracks into BandLab. Trying out a new DAW and thought BandLab was interesting. Also saw your videos about BandLab and thought, why not? Liking the differences so far between GarageBand and BandLab, and love how you can bounce between any device." Yeah, totally. All effects, vocals, mastering done in BandLab. Thanks for everything you do, and hope everyone enjoys the track. Well, we're going to give it a spin for you. It is Longevity, R times 2 on YML.
You'll never know, that's how it goes. We'll stand the test of time. Think about what's left to find. We'll stand the test of time. Beelzebub will test your luck. We'll stand the test of time. Scratch, claw, prepare for the fall. Deep dive, ready to deprive. Being there, why don't you care? We'll stand the test of time. Here's a sign, they want you blind. We'll stand the test of time. Can't find a home without a dime. We'll stand the test of time. 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 We'll stand.
Longevity there from our times too. Yeah, some nice riffage going on there, and a nice upside down tree. I can't really work out what that artwork is, but very cool stuff there from our times too. Rudy trying out some new things, and I like it. I like it when folks just experiment, try a different door, try a different bit of software, try different things, and see what sticks. Throw it all at the wall and see what sticks. I'm going to set up a hashtag here, and we're going to go. What do we go? I need something. Hashtag. I wonder if I could just do hashtag the number 3 for our 3-year anniversary. No, we'll go the word 3 just to make sure it's going to actually work. So if you're here live and you would like the opportunity to play along in the Play My Fire beat segment, all you need to do is put hashtag 3 THREE in the CHAT, and you will have a chance to be drawn at random and have a song played right here on the show today. So get your entries in if you'd like to have an opportunity. If you want to be like Brad Example, just do that for me, and you will have a chance to have one of your songs played right here live on the show. Patrick Clements is always producing great music. He says, this is the perfect music for those long evenings spent doing your taxes or other administrative tasks. Golden Waves is the title of this piece of music, composed about 2 years ago. I hope everyone will enjoy it, and thanks for your excellent videos on GarageBand. I still discover very interesting tips thanks to you. You're very welcome, Patrick, and I'm going to give this one a spin for you. This is Golden Waves, Patrick Clements, your music live. Wait to do my taxes today. Very cool stuff. Yeah, we've had some smooth tunes here on the show today for sure, and that one is no exception. Good stuff there from Patrick Clements, and please jump down and follow Patrick. He's always putting out a bunch of great music. You will enjoy it. Got something special. We've got some live performance here. This is Primal Damnation. They say, hi Pete, hope you are well. I formed a band and this is our first debut playing Inferno, which I've played on your show as a demo version. I hope you guys dig it. Sorry it's phone audio. Sometimes a bit of phone audio is okay. You get that raw edge on there, and we're going to give this one a spin for you. This is Inferno at Prince Albert on the 4th of May or the 5th of April, depending where you are in the world. 2023. This is Primal Damnation. I love everything about it. I love the long hair. I love the Marshall stacks, the Pearl drum kit, the Big Star T-shirt. Yeah, it's all happening. Is that Big Star? No, it looked like it for a sec. But very cool stuff there. You can almost, is it weird? You can almost smell and taste that venue. Like I don't know. I've been to so many pubs with that exact setup, with a band doing that sort of thing, and it's like, yeah, it's got the smell and the taste of like stale beer on the floor and just sweat. Delightful, right? Yeah, not too bad for a phone video. Definitely very cool stuff there. Rock and roll. All right, let's see. Oh, we've got 8 entries in. You got a good chance. You got a 1 in 8. I'll give you about 5 seconds if there's anyone else that would like to enter. Michael has abstained because he's won a lot lately. But if you'd like to put hashtag 3 in the chat, in fact, let's see if we can have a little bit more rock and roll in the background while we do the draw here. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, I'll bet the amps are humming. We got a couple of final entries in here. Good luck, everybody. Let's turn it up. It is the rise of Dark Leela. Congratulations, Leela. Please let us know. You know the drill. Please let us know the name of the platform, the name of the track, and the artist you would like us to play, and we will play that in just a wee jiffy. But congratulations to Leela. While we wait on Leela's selection, let's grab this one. This is from the Irukandji Syndrome. I probably pronounced that incorrectly. They say it was written and recorded in the early mornings of February, March when the world was sleeping. A song about acceptance and challenging yourself, letting go of things you can't control. Here, bloody here. Let's give this a spin. This is Mountains on Your Music Live.
Walking a busy street, I never saw the face in front of me. I lost my mind. I lost my mind. A dream of winter, the last frontier. I lost my breath, but I can taste the air, and I touched the sky. I touch the sky. I find it hard to see when I don't know what it means. I feel it all around. I need to get it right. Now when I close my eyes, I know I'm still alive. I think I walked the line. I think I walked the line. I've been longing for solitude to cleanse my
The Irukandji Syndrome with a lovely little ditty there. Mountains. Very cool stuff there. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, let's hear from you again soon, because that one was a very, very cool tune. And I hope you enjoyed that song. While we wait on Leela to decide what song she would like us to play, we'll continue with another one. This one comes to us from Livixlona, who says, I made a beat with a hook. All right, we'll play your beat with hook included here on Your Music Live.
Can't edge and if we with you, my world was black and what now it is you. I was a doer, no the right and true, a cosmic wonder that I never lose. A cosmic wonder that I never
not sure if it's AI Vox or not, but sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. A nice beat. A nice beat there. That was Livix Loner. And yeah, cool little ditty. Thank you for sharing that one. Appreciate it. Another animated bass thing comes to us from Michael Souza, who says, I recorded my song at home and the lyrics are about an animated character. So we'll sneak this one on in here. This one is from, who is it from? Yeah, Michael Souza. And it is called, Sentimentos are 100. And we'll give it a spin for you on Your Music Live.
Sentimentos não posso deixar sair dentro do meu coração. Se não pode chegar a ser. Sempre tive medo dos meus poderes, mas alguém veio e disse que ia ajudar. Meu mestre disse que pessoas não vão machucar se eu conseguir os meus poderes controlar. Então eu vou treinar, eu não posso parar, porque se eu fizer isso pessoas vão mais. Se chegar a ser, eu pego o controle, eu posso te machucar. Então fique longe de mim. Eu não quero ver você chorar. Não quero ver. Não quero ver. Não quero ver. Não quero ver.
That went off in directions that I did not expect. That was super cool. Very well done. Yeah, really cool video. Really cool song. When that started, I don't know what I was waiting for, but I wasn't expecting it to kick in with some cool distorted guitars like that. That one is awesome. Thank you for sharing it. We are still waiting on Leela. Leela, if you are around, you did win the Play My Fire beat. And if you can throw in the name of a track, artist, and platform right here in the chat, we will play it for you. If not, I'll just pick something at random from Leela and play it. Because why not? Alrighty, while we wait on that, Jack Lewis has a track. And about this track, Jack says the following. This song is about looking back at the time you've had with someone and realizing how you miss those memories of the little things you do together. It is Cherry Chapstick, and it's Jack Lewis, and we're going to play it for you live on Your Music Live.
Waking up to you to change my mood because no one ever does it like you do. Pick me up in your little red car, take my hand and we can go so far. I hope you know you're always on my mind. I wish that I could say you're always mine. You pulled me in and gave me one last kiss. Did a taste of cherry chapstick.
It's just got that lo-fi kind of vibe to it that's, I know I compare it to like bands like the Mouldy Peaches, where it's just a little Billy Bragg-ish, just a little raw and edgy and just getting out there and doing your thing and putting it out to the world. So, Brit ballad is a good word for it. Yeah, very much a Brit ballad on that one. Good stuff indeed. I'll give Leela one more song and then I'm just going to choose something from her catalogue to play for you. Just going to throw it out there. Let's play this one from Arian H, which they say, "Hi Pete, this is a song from my upcoming EP, The Fall. Wrote this with a friend of mine, Jake Blicky. Shout out to him. Coming out this fall on the 23rd of September. Since I'm from India, autumn here falls in September this year." Yeah. I'm from Australia, so I understand. Well, hang on. Autumn falls in September. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for us, it is the other way around. No, it is it? No, Southern Hemisphere. Oh, man. I'm confused. See, this is why I don't do longer shows. Let's play this one. I'm still here waiting for the fall. Arian H, your music live.
Are falling, colors changing, my whole world is rearranging. The colder it gets, the more warm I feel. Fall is calling, no more raining, my whole world is rehabilitating. The colder it gets, the more at home I feel. Spend some time to find your pace. Slow it down. No need to race. No need to race. Everything I wanted turned to everything I needed. Was right here waiting for the fall.
Arian H, yeah, Dream Academy vibe, bit of an 80s kind of vibe there on that one from Arian H. I'm still here waiting for the fall, and I'm still here waiting for Leela's song selection. So instead, I'm going to choose. I just dug into the Leela catalogue, and I found this one, which is Lou Reality, and Coldacre together, and their Chill Zone project. This is called Cosmic Barber. I've not actually heard it. So there you go. I get to hear something new, and so do you. So I'm just going to play this one, because I know that Lou Reality, Leela, and Coldacre will hopefully be fine with it. Let's give it a spin.
Relax, my brother. Relax.
We're going for a ride.
Leela and Coldacre. Yes, Leela came back just in time. You weren't here to select your song, Leela, so I selected it for you. So there you go. I thought folks would like to hear that one. It was cool. Alrighty, we're coming towards the end of the show, but I got to tell you, we've still got 10 plus songs to play and about half an hour to do it. So we're going to go fast. We're going to hear for a good time and a quick time, or at least a little bit quicker. So we'll keep the plays to 1.5-ish minutes and get through a bunch of cool music because there's so much more that you need to explore here. Don't forget, it's all down in the description if you're looking for where to find things. And don't forget, we do it all thanks to these folks here. Distro Kid, they're the best. We love you, Distro Kid. If you want to release your music, they're the place to go. Scuba Cloud says this is the last song on our album Liquid Light, which we just released. This song is about the future, and we wanted to end the album with a critical but hopeful undertone. I like it, like the sound of that. So we'll give this one a spin. Years to come, Scuba Cloud, your music live.
Calling out to those years to come, not who I wanna be. I'm moving for ways to prove that we're not asleep. It's the way we move, a strange reality. This all feels the same when I look back. We're running circles and we get nowhere. This all seems so unreal to me. This universal lack of reliability. I'm feeling lost. We're still not done. It's far from over. I'm calling out to those years to come, not a war.
Scuba Cloud. Yeah, the bass and the guitar licks are perfect in that one, aren't they? Really good. Sweet tones all the way around. Great lyrics. Great singing vocals on that one. Scuba Cloud. I would go and check those folks out in the description. While you're there, you can check this one. This is from Pluthe Music. I make music tracks for fun, and I used to make them on the phone, but now I can make them on my laptop. Most of the tracks have different expression or uses. Like this one, it is my stream background music. There you go. Make your own. Build your own background music. I like it. Let's give this one a spin. This is music track 11. Galaxy Wolf Music. Your music live. Track there, very nicely done indeed. I like it. I can interested to know what sort of streaming you're doing with that as the background. I can imagine you playing like some RPG game or something with that in the background. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing it. Let's take a listen to some Stephen Galante, who says Ralphie's quest has taken him to Rumbania. and closed a secretive society. Ralphie was able to smuggle his recording out at great risk to his musical sensibilities. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I love it, Stephen. So let's give this song a spin. It is Ralphie's Rumba, Your Music Live. That is so cool. That is, video game-tastic. I don't know who Ralphie is or Rumbania, but I would play that game if it just had that music throughout, and I could make Ralphie jump and platform his way through Rumbania and then escape back to wherever it is Ralphie lives. But very cool stuff. Yeah, is that the rumba button as opposed to the bossa nova button? Yeah, I used to love the old organs. I mean, I've told you about it before. There's an organ down at my local cash converters, and it's like it was $500, then it was $250, and then it was $100. I'm pretty sure that if you just said, "I'll take it away from you," they would let you have it now. But who's got room? It's like the big double keyboard with the pedals, the brown and black pedals, and the bossa nova and rumba and all the other swing buttons, and yeah. That was indeed rad. I'll give that rad. It was totally rad. All right, speaking of rad, Sunsets and Cigarettes are rad. They say, I made this song as a quick little track to release before moving out and getting busier. It's really just about someone leading another person on. Don't lead people on, people. Be good people. People should be good people to people, just saying. This is, I'm Sure, Sunsets and Cigarettes. Very cool stuff there. Sunsets and Cigarettes with a toe-tapping summer tune for sure. Really dug that one. Thank you for sharing it. And again, as I will always say, don't forget, right down in the description there's a few things you can do. You can hit the thumbs up button if you're having fun here today, this extended edition of Your Music Live. We're back again next week, don't forget, so make sure you're setting yourself reminders and subscribing and doing all that good stuff. We'll be changing a few things up for the big 4th year of Your Music Live. So we've got a few little things, a few little surprises coming for you, which will hopefully just give you something a bit different. Because why not? Because the show has evolved over time and has changed, and we just want to make it as supportive as possible to get as many independent artists into your ear holes as we can. That's the main aim, including Riot Farmers, who say it was written and recorded one night and then sent to our friend to put electronic drums on the track. Very cool stuff indeed. We're going to give this one a spin right now. It's called Inbox Message. Riot Farmers on Your Music Live. Delightfully chaotic there from Riot Farmers. Inbox Message. Yeah, and again, just that, it's just that raw kind of sound that you're throwing out there. And look, there's production tweaks and things that you could continue to work on with something like that, no doubt. But yeah, I like it. I like the basis, and I love just getting stuff out there, creating and recording and releasing your music. Get it out to the world, I say, and let the world enjoy it, including using slaps.com, because they are a great platform. If you are a DistroKid user, then you've got access to slaps.com, or if you're not, you can sign up for free. I've got a lot of stuff I've shared on slaps.com because it's super easy to do. You just jump on over, I'll show you. If you jump on over here to slaps.com, you can upload your own songs, you can check out other people's tunes, and look, you can even check out some of the cool DistroKid things like Mixia, which is their mastering, their instant mastering. So check that one out too. But we've got a Slaps song from Michael. No, we don't. We're having trouble finding that site. Well, that was an anticlimax now, wasn't it? Let's hit that button again because I didn't paste that link in properly. There it is. There's Michael, aka Zealand Band, who has been around since day one, I reckon. I think Michael's been watching Your Music Live and been contributing definitely since the first year, throughout the second year and into the third year of Your Music Live. So let's give this one a little spin, shall we? This is Serenity. Michael, aka Zealand Band. I agreed there, Thomas, and used the word that I couldn't think of earlier, prolific. He's a prolific producer, and each piece is its own little work of art from Michael, a.k.a. Zilland Band, relaxing but not sleepy. That's, I'm pretty sure that's what people described me as in high school. Relaxing but not... What? We're coming towards the end, so clearly we need to keep moving on because Johns loses his mind at around about the 2.5 hour mark, which is why we normally make these shows 2 hours long. So thank you. For the folks who are here live and sticking with me, thank you. You're awesome. You rock. No, that's the other show. That's Thomas's show. Let's play this one. This is Costa, who's probably enjoying his King's birthday public holiday. Secret Legacy says, hi, Pete, in the community. Here's my latest original, another idea which was in my head for a long time, and I finally recorded it. Lyrics are about selfish people who always ask for favours, financial, physical, any favours, but get nothing in return. I used live loops for the drum beats and added sequences, keys, symphony sounds, clean and rock guitar. Starts off with a quiet chorus, big chorus at the end. Please play for about 1 minute and 10 seconds. All right, we can do that. We can cue this one up for you. This is The Secret Legacy, and we are Shallow here on Your Music Live.
Come to the rescue like the cavalry. But I don't make a 6-figure salary, and the money's never heaven sent. We look at the others and we compare, and it seems we just don't wanna care, and there is time just and if this world does fall apart and we forget just who we are, we're all the same, we are to blame, you are so shallow. Took my time just to figure it out, had my questions and I had my doubts. Your love was never more than a token, and now I'm gone and I won't stay. There's nothing left that I want to say, and nothing left that needs to be spoken.
We are Shallow, The Secret Legacy. Very cool stuff. Happy Rod's at the Silver Legacy Casino in Vegas, about to see Elvis Costello and Nick Lowe. How cool is that? Very cool. Yeah, nicely done there from Costa, The Secret Legacy. Very cool indeed. Speaking of Happy Ron, who would have thunk it that Happy Ron's in Vegas, but still somehow performing live for us here on Your Music Live? Well, it's possible. He says, note, I shared the song in the middle since it's the best part. There you go. So we've got another one we're going to jump in. Happiness is playing a song you wrote at the 2022 Bahutensee Festival at the 2023 Bahutensee Festival. Bahutensee? Okay. I'm going to go with it. You can see how it's spelled there. Am I saying that right? Bahutensee. Let's listen to us some Happy Ron, shall we? And get happy, folks, here on Your Music Live.
She said, how did you survive without all of my help? She said, I have done just fine this far by myself. She's a big boss woman. Big boss woman. She ain't scared of nothing. Big boss woman. Big boss woman. Ain't the boss of me. She's a big boss woman. Big boss woman. She always brings a lovin'. Big boss woman. Big boss woman. Ain't the boss of me. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm home or at a job. If I wanted to be a puppet, I would have joined the mob. She's a big boss woman. Big boss woman. She ain't scared of nothing. Ain't scared of nothing. Big boss woman. Big boss woman. That's the way it has to be. She's a a big boss woman.
Big boss woman.
But she always brings the lovin'.
Always brings the lovin'.
Big boss woman. Big boss woman. She ain't the boss of me.
Man, when I grow up, I've always said this. When I grow up, I want to be happy Ron. Because he's always just having the best time out there, doing his thing, playing his music and enjoying life. And who could ask for more than that? Well done to Mr. Happy Ron. Guess what, folks? We got 3 songs to go. Yes, we are down to our last 3 songs of this big 3rd anniversary show. We'll be back again next week, though. Don't worry so much. And like I say, we're going to change some things up. We've got a big 4th year of Your Music Live coming your way with some new things. A few little new things planned. We'll show you next week. But yeah, you got to do the response thing when Ron's out there singing. All right, this is our anti-penultimate song, which means 3rd to last. I just like to use big words to make myself feel like a big man. No, I just like to use that word. Anti-penultimate song. This is from Distorted Fate. They say, by far my most aggressive track I have made, a metal instrumental with heavy guitars and fast drums. So sure to satisfy anyone in the need for some kick-ass metal greatness, and made in Studio 1. 5. Well, I happen to know that there's some folks who don't mind a little bit of hard and fast metal in your face. So, well, let's give this one a spin, shall we? Distorted Fate and Death Tenfold on Your Music Live. Yeah. Distorted Fate there. Our anti-penultimate tune here on Your Music Live. That was super duper cool. How am I not subscribed to Distorted Fate? All right. That's fixed. I'm now subscribed. Yeah, I know. We've had so many just like relaxing, soothing tracks on the show today. Yes, including that one. I guess, different things. I've often said that listening to Tool is one of my most soothing activities. So sometimes you just gotta rock hard. All right, we've got 2 songs left. It's time for our penultimate tune. It's from Raoul Neves. And they say, hello Pete, love your show. This is another instrumental tune using GarageBand. Hope you guys enjoy it. Cheers from Raoul. Well, I think we're going to enjoy this one right now. It's called Lonely Afternoon here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff indeed. Super mellow, super cool jam there from Raoul Neves, and our penultimate song. Yes, we are right at the end of the show, and I do want to thank you all for hanging out here this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And we will be back again next week with more Your Music Live, and tomorrow with GarageBand Weekly. I'm doing a song in an hour challenge in GarageBand. Yeah, I haven't used GarageBand in a few weeks. Another little app called Logic Pro may have just come out and, taken my attention away. But we're heading back to GarageBand, and we're going to use the brand new 8-bit chip tune pack to just create something a bit fun. Something different, something a little video gamesy. So that should be a heck of a lot of fun. Make sure you join me for that one. And thank you for 3 amazing years, Thomas Christ, and everyone. You're all awesome. And couldn't do the show without you. As I've always said, it's your music live, not my music live. It would be very boring if it was just all my music. Actually, it would be the happy hour, which is the other show that I do. So if you want my music live, you can come to the happy hour. But I did want to say a big thank you to DistroKid, who have been supporting this channel and supporting this show for a very long time. They get behind. They walk the talk of independent music and indie artists just like you. So if you are an independent artist and you want to release your music to the world, I highly recommend DistroKid. Been using them for years. They are awesome. And don't forget, brand new app. Get the app on your iPhone, your iPad, and you can release your music and manage all of your music all in one place. All right. That is going to do it for me. We're going to go out tonight with a couple of folks who've been massive supporters of this channel for a very long time. They go by the name of Ron and Jenny, but you may know them as Wolf Stone Studio. So yeah, get those weird wolf emojis in the chat for us. They say, "Hi Pete, here is our latest song called Samsara. Samsara is a concept in Eastern philosophy. It's complicated, but Jenny heard an instrumental I did and thought it would be a good subject for lyrics. And here it is. Well, to put a nice little bow around 3 years of Your Music Live, I thought this would be a cool track to go out on. So thank you everyone for being here. Until next time, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, keep creating, and I'll see you next time here on Your Music Live.